Call to order the City Council meeting for City of East Grand Forks for Tuesday, August 18th, 2020 is now 5 o'clock. Would City Administrator please call roll?
Mayor Steve Gander.
Here.
Council President Mark Olstad.
Here.
Council Vice President Chad Grassel.
Here.
Council Members Clarence Vetter.
Here.
Dale Helms.
Here.
Tim Riepel.
Here.
Tim Johnson.
Here.
Mark Demers.
Does term quorum please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance? Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Consider approving the minutes of the work session for City of East Grand Forks Council for July 28th, 2020. Moved by Mr. Helms. Second. Second by Riepel. Any questions or discussion? If not, roll call, please.
Riepel.
Yes.
Johnson.
Yes.
Olstad.
Yes.
Grassel.
Yes.
Demers.
Yes.
Vetter.
Yes.
Helms.
Yes. Motion is carried. Consider approving the minutes of the regular council meeting for East Grand Forks City Council for August 4th, 2020.
Move.
Moved by Grassel.
Second.
Second by Johnson. Any questions or discussion? Roll call, please.
Riepel.
Yes.
Johnson.
Yes.
Olstad.
Yes.
Grassel.
Yes.
Demers.
Yes.
Vetter.
Yes.
Helms.
Yes. Motion is carried. Scheduled bid lettings, none. Scheduled public hearings, none. Consent agenda, there is none. Acknowledge or receive reports of officers, boards, and commissions. Regular meeting minutes of Water, Light, Power, and Building Commission for July 15, 2020. Regular meeting minutes of the Cemetery Commission for October 30th, 2019. Communication, there is none. Old business, there is none. New business, number 5, consider adopting resolution number 20-08-50, approving the hiring of Denise Adams as Administrative Assistant Dispatcher Jailer position at salary of $20.98 per hour. Moved by Johnson.
Second.
Second by Vetter. Any questions or discussion? Roll call, please.
Riepel.
Yes.
Johnson.
Yes.
Olstad.
Yes.
Grassel.
Yes.
Demers.
Yes.
Vetter.
Yes.
Helms.
Yes. Motion is carried. Number 6, consider adopting resolution number 20-08-51, approving the hiring of Jake Schiller as a police officer at salary of $28.75 per hour, contingent upon the condition he successfully complete the final steps of the hiring process, which includes the background investigation, psychological evaluation, medical evaluation, and successfully passing the Minnesota Post reciprocity exam. Moved by Johnson.
Second.
Second by Grassel. Any questions or discussion? Roll call, please.
Riepel.
Yes.
Johnson.
Yes.
Olstad.
Yes.
Grassel.
Yes.
Demers.
Yes.
Vetter.
Yes.
Helms.
Yes. Motion is carried. Number 7, consider adopting resolution number 20-08-52, approving the hiring of Brittany Neal as a police officer at salary $26.48 per hour, contingent upon the condition that she successfully complete the final steps of hiring process, which includes a background investigation, psychological evaluation, medical evaluation, and then successfully passing the Minnesota Post exam. Moved by Johnson, second by Grassel. Any questions or discussion? Roll call, please.
Riepel.
Yes.
Johnson.
Yes.
Olstad.
Yes.
Grassel.
Yes.
Demers.
Yes.
Vetter.
Yes.
Helms.
Yes. Motion is carried. Consider awarding the 20th Street Northwest Repair Project to R.J. Zavro and Sons for a total of $12,750. Moved by Riepel. Second. Second by Helms. Any questions or discussion? Roll call, please.
Riepel.
Yes.
Johnson.
Yes.
Olstad.
Yes.
Grassel.
Yes.
Demers.
Abstain.
Vetter.
Yes.
Helms.
Yes. Motion is carried. Consider awarding the total project for all 3 options for the Reinhardt Drive Southeast repair to R.J. Zavro and Sons for a total of $36,500, and entered into an agreement between the City of East Grand Forks and Reinhardt Township to pay for the project, with the city paying $21,892.50 and Reinhardt Township paying $14,607.50 for their portion of the roadway. Moved by Grasso, second by Helms. Any questions or discussion? Roll call, please.
Riepel,
Yes.
Johnson,
Yes.
Olsted,
Yes.
Grassel,
Yes.
Demers,
Abstain.
Vetter,
Yes.
Helms,
Yes. Motion is carried. Consider approving the faculty use agreement between the City of East Grand Forks and East Grand Forks Blue Line Club for the use of the VFW Arena for September 14th to October 9th for a rental fee of $9,250. Moved by Grasso, second by Riepel. Questions or discussion? Roll call, please.
Riepel,
Yes.
Johnson,
Yes.
Olsted,
Yes.
Grassel,
Yes.
Demers,
Yes.
Vetter,
Yes.
Helms,
Yes. Motion is carried. Consider approving the replacement of both compressor control panels at the VFW Arena by Johnson Controls for a total of $40,690, with electrical work to be completed by Eagle Electric for a total of $1,428, with the funds for this project coming from the Building Maintenance Fund. Moved by Riepel, second by Helms. Any questions or discussion? Roll call, please.
Riepel,
Yes.
Johnson,
Yes.
Olsted,
Yes.
Grassel,
Yes.
Demers,
Yes.
Vetter,
Yes.
Helms,
Yes. Motion is carried. Consider approving the amended use agreement between the City of East Grand Forks and Independent School District 595 for the use of the parks and outdoor facilities. Moved by Johnson.
Second.
Second by Riepel. Any questions or discussion? Roll call, please.
Riepel,
Yes.
Johnson,
Yes.
Olsted,
Yes.
Grassel,
Yes.
Demers,
Yes.
Vetter,
Yes.
Helms,
Yes. Motion is carried. 13, consider adopting resolution number 20-808-53, approving the hiring of Benjamin Staska as a firefighter at a salary of $45,819.66 per year, contingent upon the condition that he successfully complete the final steps of the hiring process, which includes a psychological evaluation, medical evaluation, and successfully passing the physical agility test.
Move.
Moved by Grassel.
Second.
Second by Johnston. Any questions or discussion? Roll call, please.
Riepel,
Yes.
Johnson,
Yes.
Olsted,
Yes.
Grassel,
Yes.
Demers,
Yes.
Vetter,
Yes.
Helms,
Yes. Motion is carried. Claim, consider authorizing the city administrator clerk treasurer to issue payment of recommended bills and payroll. Moved by Helms.
Second.
Second by Riepel. Any questions or discussion? Roll call, please.
Riepel,
Yes.
Johnson,
Yes.
Olsted,
Yes.
Grassel,
Yes.
Demers,
Yes.
Vetter,
Yes.
Helms,
Yes. Motion is carried. Mayor Gander.
Just a couple things. During the last week, Paul Gordy and I met with some folks about retail in our community, seeing some promising signs there, and just wanted to register that there's some reason for optimism in that area. Number two, I had lunch with Sheriff Tadman also in the last week. We had a good lunch visit, and he thanked me for all the great coordination from here to the county, all the way from emergency management to law enforcement and all the way through, including the health situation and all of it. He did say that we need to stop stealing his deputies for our police department. No, he has a great attitude. He said, you know, the county law enforcement provides some great opportunities for folks to serve, and the city police force provides some great opportunities, and if those officers find a good niche in one or the other, and it's a good way for them to serve, he supports it 100%. And again, had a great meeting, and I'm just proud of all of our departments that coordinate up with the county back and forth, because he only had positive things to say, even again to the court part of it, going great. And I know it's just starting to ramp right up now, and he did say they're going to be a little bit swamped when they start to go ahead with the some of the hearings and so on at the county level, and he's trying to ramp up for that. The county provides the bailiffs inside the courtroom, so they'll have to coordinate staffing for all of that. On Saturday, I had occasion to kayak the Red Lake River, ran into some community members, and they were traveling back and forth to Thief River Falls, and they have a great kayak launch. I think they have a couple of them in Thief River. It's a pretty neat thing. You sit down in it. It's got the rollers that roll you right out into the water. You can guide yourself with your hands so you don't just go out of control. We have to slide out in the mud and whatnot. So I emailed Reed right away and said, Reed, is this what we're getting? Something like this along the Red Lake River by the dam there. And he said, yep, that's exactly what it was. And maybe, Reed, if you could, when we get around to you there, maybe just give a little update on how it went with the DNR. You guys, I think, met, was it today? And so, when that time comes, we do have that coming. And it's going to be nice. I mean, to sit and kayak the river is one of the most relaxing things you can do. You know, life is kind of crazy, but right in our city, right through our town, we have this great peaceful river. You can catch the currents and go and whatever you want to do. So by all means, folks, if this old grandpa can do it, anybody can do it. Thanks.
That it?
That's it.
I was sitting on River Road and I didn't see you. Sat there the whole day, couldn't see anything.
I was on the Red Lake.
Oh, I see. That's why.
Mr. Fitter.
I don't have anything this week, thank you.
Mr. Helms.
Nothing tonight, thanks.
Mr. Riedepel.
Nothing, Mr. Olson.
Mr. Johnson.
No, sir?
Mr. Grassel.
No.
Mr. Demers.
Not for me.
Mr. Murphy.
I do not have anything tonight.
Mr. Gulstead.
Nothing at this time, except for if you could just ask Mayor Gander to come upstairs when he's done.
Oh, boy.
Principal's office. How?
I think he heard you. Mr. Emery.
I have nothing unless anybody has any questions for me.
Anything from the department heads? Reed, I'm assuming you're going to say
Mr.
something.
President, I would like to if I could.
Sure.
All right. Thank you, Mr. President. So Mayor Gander touched on it. We did have a site visit today down at the Red Lake River and Red River in Lefebvre Park with a couple of representatives from Greater Minnesota Parks and Trails Commission in light of the grant application we made at the end of last month. So Mr. Demers was able to join me today at that site visit, as well as a couple of community members. I think in general it was very positive. It was more just for the couple of employees that work with Greater Minnesota Parks and Trails to hear from us directly and what we're looking to do with our application. They had a few questions, just kind of housekeeping type questions to clean up budget numbers and what we'd plan to do and when we would plan to do it. And again, they will review those applications still later this year, early part of next year. The biggest takeaway I think we have from them is that the Greater Minnesota Parks and Trails still does not know what type of allocation they will get from the state's budget for grant resources to be available. And they don't think they'll even have that when they review applications. So they said they'll likely provide a priority list of top to bottom back to the state legislature for next year's session, and then use that to just see how far they can get in funding. But with that, in general, I think a very positive conversation with them today, and I think a good step for us. So that was great. The second item I have for you all is you may have seen in the last couple of days, East Grand Forks was named as a finalist, a top 4 finalist for Craft Hockeyville USA, which is a national campaign that's run during hockey season each year for the last 5 or 6 years. It's largely community run in that it's a social media nomination that takes place rather organically in the winter months. We helped promote it a little bit through our social media pages back in January as a request to nominate the Civic Center as a potential suitor for the grand prize of $150,000. And we found out along with the rest of the nation on Sunday night that we made it as a finalist. So you will see a lot from us from our page. We'll be asking a lot of our alumni that have played in our hockey program to engage over the course of the next 10 days, asking everyone and anyone to come out and vote for East Grand Forks August 29th and 30th for a chance to win $150,000 in arena upgrades to help the Civic Center. as well as a chance. Typically, it has an NHL exhibition game, preseason game, come along with it. That they haven't said whether or not that will happen. Of course, with influx and the uncertainty in the NHL schedule, they're not as committed to that this year, but there's still some form of an NHL community celebration that could come with it. So a great opportunity. At the very least, we've already won $10,000 just by being named as the top 4 finalists, with the chance to get that all the way up to $150,000. And not only that, but have East Grand Forks be listed in the rest of the country and on national televised broadcast for the next couple of weeks with the NHL playoffs going on. So keep your eyes on that. Ask anyone and everyone you know to vote for us.
Anybody else have anything? If not, entertain a motion to adjourn. Moved by Johnson,
Second.
second by Helms. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion is carried. Meeting is adjourned.